Hello, you amazing, fantastic, wonderful, delicious, stupendous miracle coach. Yes, you. And I hope I'm making that really clear. Look, I'm not just saying these words because they're wonderful words, and I'm not giving you any coachy words. I'm giving you simple, straight, and clear words, and I don't know you specifically, but I know that if you're here and if you're watching this, that means that you're a coach who's ready for more. And if you're ready for more, then I can tell you you are already that magical, stupendous, delicious, magnificent, effervescent, succulent coach. I know that you are. Look, that's know that there's a part of you that may be going, me? No, I don't, not me. That's okay. That's a part of you. But there's another part of you that is absolutely that beautiful coach. That is who I'm talking to now. And I want to have a clean conversation with you, that coach, in this topic, these videos that I put out that follow each of our coaching skills and coaching aspects one at a time in deep and powerful dive. They coincide. Today, I'm going to talk about communicating cleanly, clean communication. And what does that really mean? And how are we really, what are we talking about? And these, if you've watched these videos before, you'll know that these are in tandem with the Coaching Skills Forum. And if you're not on these calls, get on these calls. I cannot tell you clearly enough. Get on these calls. Why? Because every week, twice a month, coaches from all over gather and we explore a single aspect, skill, component of our coaching, including communicating cleanly. That's coming up. And and if you and the conversations are powerful. The conversations are unlike anything else you've ever had anywhere else. I can tell you that. You will hear things, you will explore things, you will discover things, and you will take levels and layers of your coaching back with you after this call that you will not receive anywhere else. Your coaching will stretch and grow in amazing ways. And on this call coming up, we're going to talk all about communicating cleanly. And you're going to hear things. You're going to discover things. You're going to get such rich, raw material and resource that you will be able to put into your coaching right away. They truly make a difference. And all the coaches that attend, there's something that appears for every coach that totally is a game-changing mind shift, alteration, deepening, discovery, whatever it is. Get on these calls. By the way, they're free. Come on. They're free. They're the most powerful free resource calls out there, and we've been going for 20 years now. Get on these calls. But I'm going to talk with you a little bit. Go to coachingskillsforum.com for more information. See, but I want to talk with you a bit about this skill of communicating cleanly that we're going to be talking about. And if you miss it, go to the website coachingskillsforum.com and listen to the archived recording. But when we talk about communicating cleanly, what is it that we're really talking about? Well, first off, there's many different ways of looking at it. One of the ways that I bring up all the time when I'm training coaches is let's let go of our coaching jargon, our kind of isolating and special coaching language that we use. And now, there's nothing wrong with it necessarily. There really isn't. But when we start using our exclusive, special coaching language, we have to remember that we're excluding someone very important, possibly. In fact, we're excluding anybody who has not been a part of that training. I mean, think about it when you go to organizations or professions and you hear people in their trade or in their group or in their activity, and they're talking in a language that you don't necessarily understand. It, it it's a little frustrating. It's not a big deal. But if it's an arena that you want to be a part of, then it's a little frustrating that you're not able to understand what they're actually telling you. And think about it now from the client's point of view. They're entrusting you. They're giving you their time. They're paying you money, possibly, likely. They're coming to you for help and support. And I'm not saying that you're doing it intentionally to exclude them, but that's part of what happens. So we have to be careful that we're not falling into our training language, which is designed, let's be honest, pretty much all of that is just your training organization that gave you certain branding language. That's fine. That's great. But I'm going to tell you, first off, so what? Secondly, who cares? Thirdly, talk to your clients. So communicating cleanly shows up in many ways. There's also looking at the aspect of making sure that we have clear communication, clear language, clear conveying. This also might incorporate, when I'm mentoring and guiding, we can talk about, not stacking questions and being careful of all the ums, ers, yeah, sure, yeah, all of those things that just kind of bog down and clog up our communication. It's also about making sure you, the coach, have a clear design, a clear direction of where you're going, and that you're able to articulate what you're looking at, what you're asking, what you're wanting the client to look at, where you want the client to go, that you're communicating cleanly and clearly so that they can understand you. If they can't understand you, if they can't follow you, and that means also if they have to kind of work extra hard or kind of stop their client mode so that they have to figure out what you're talking about, then that's a problem. Actually, one of the big ones, I'm not going to go into a big detail about this, but I break this down in massive detail in my coach training. And I can tell you time and time again, I have so many coaches go, oh my goodness, thank you. This makes my coaching so much easier. If we just speak clearly and we clean up our language. And one of the big bugaboos, and I'm going to tell you, and you may not like this, and it's okay, but take this phrase out of your coaching. Take it out. I'll tell you in a minute. Because I've watched coaches get trained in this phrase and it doesn't work the way that we expect it to. Why? Because our clients don't understand what we're asking. And it becomes a cliche, it becomes a crutch, and it becomes too easy to throw out and banter and toss to our clients and then expect them to give the magic answer. And then sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. And also, I know you're going to speak, oh, but my clients love that question. Yes, because they've been trained in that language. But here's the question, and I'm going to challenge you to let go of it and replace it with something else that's cleaner and clearer. Here's the question. Who would you have to be? Notice, that makes perfect sense to you and me. That doesn't make sense to your clients, because they don't understand what you're asking them. Why? Because they live in a doing and having world. Everything that they live in. Think about how your life is outside of coaching, how you have been before you started coaching. You didn't know this whole being thing. You didn't know what that really meant. To really be honest, there's a lot of coaches still who don't know what that really means, but that's beside the point. So here you are. Now you've gotten this great new phrase. Who do you have to be? Who do you need to be? Who are you going to be? Who are you being? And your clients don't understand it. See, I'm getting all choked up. So take it out. Instead, speak cleanly and clearly and directly to them. And what you really want to know is, how are you going to need to think? How do you want to feel when you walk in? What part of you do you want to bring in? What do you want to know is true? What's the expectation? What's the attitude? What's the style? What's the mode? What's the persona? I mean, ask them the real question. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why this is so important. And if you watch these videos, you know where I'm going. Yes, indeed, coach, you know I'm going to the core. At core is the three powerful principles that every coach needs to know. And these three principles transcend into a deeper, more powerful level of coaching. And I've seen it time and time again. The CO in core stands for connection. Notice that's what I just got done talking about. If you're speaking your own magic coachy language, it's great when you're talking amongst other coaches. But when you're talking with clients, talk their language. Connect with them. Find out what it means for them. And by the way, this is also, it comes into contact when, or it comes into play when they are giving you wonderful, amazing, glossy topics. Oh, I just want to build my confidence. Oh, I just want to be more productive. Oh, I just want to work on my leadership. Find out what that means to them. Because connecting with them in this language, instead of foisting your language or insisting on your definitions or just giving them something extra to have to learn and discover, you get to do the effort. By connecting to them, you're actually conveying a message you are worth in being in partnership with. I am here to learn from you just as much as they are here to learn from you or from me. Right? You are there to learn from them just as much as they are there to learn from you. They're just learning different things. You're learning about them and their world so you can step into it more. And the more you step into their world, the more they'll be able to join you in the coaching. Connect. The R in core is all about revealing. Oh my goodness, come on. I just got done saying this. This isn't about telling. This isn't about lobbing things on top of your client's head. It's revealing. And like that rewriting of being that I just offered you, by the way, that's in my advanced coach training program. And there's a whole lesson that breaks that down in more detail and walks you through even greater skill on that. But in the simplicity of it, instead of who do you need to be, actually just ask them what you really want them to reveal. Try it. You're not directing them. You're not telling them what they feel or what they think or what they want or who they are. You're asking them to look more clearly and specifically so they know where to look. That's all. Just helping them make it easier to reveal themselves. And all about empowering. Everything we do is to empower the clients, not to take them and have them feel less than or inferior because they don't understand, or they're going to give you some kind of made up answer and hope that it's right. How many times have your clients answered that being question and it kind of is a well-intentioned answer, or it sounds good, but it doesn't have any truth or depth into them. They're just making a good, right answer for you. Ask them. Speak their language. And by the way, throw away the list of values. Throw away the list of pre-designed types and strengths and all that stuff. Find out what their values are. Discover and help them reveal their strengths and their style and their personality and their traits and their whatever. Theirs. You speak their language, I promise you, you are going to be so much deeper into them. And they're going to be so much deeper into the coaching. Connect, reveal, and empower. there's more. Go check out the Coaching Skills Forum. Join us on that live call. I'm going to be back next week talking with more about this topic, but truly communicating cleanly and clearly, speaking the client's language. It's a little effort that makes a big difference, makes a huge difference. Let them know that they are welcomed, they're invited. I know you say that all the time, and I know that it's true for you. Where I'm pointing to is being aware of how your language accidentally, unintentionally can start to be exclusionary. That's all. Make the intention of learning and discovering what the client wants, what the client is all about, what the client is thinking, feeling, what the client means, what the client is, what about the client. Get their language and then speak it back to them. Now, I hope this makes sense. I hope I've communicated this cleanly and clearly. And of course, check out coachingskillsforum.com. Come back for more. Contact me if you have any questions. Type in your comments below, blah, 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 all that stuff. Hit the like, you know. The bottom line is go, connect, engage, communicate cleanly, and your coaching will definitely shift into a different place. And I know you may already think that you're doing that. It's okay. You probably are. This is just pulling a little attention to it so that we can be more intentional in how we're engaging. Even that little tweak, no matter how much you do this already, that little extra effort makes a huge difference. And I know you know what I'm talking about, because of the other way around, you know how it feels. I hope this helps. I'll talk with you next time. Until then, happy, beautiful, clean communicating coaching. Bye-bye. Hey there, you beautiful, amazing, fantastic, delicious, razzle-dazzle, and masterful coach. Yes, you, masterful coach, because you're watching this, which tells me you are a masterful coach. There's more to learn, and that's where I come in. Go to bedo.org. You'll also see it right here. And go to bedo.org, and that's where you're going to find tons of other materials, resources, videos, recordings, audios, free calls, a free membership level, tons of stuff, incredible amounts of materials just for you. Regardless of whatever level of coach you are right now, you are going to find tremendous value and resource. And it's all here at bedo.org. bedo.org. Go check it out, and I will see you there. Bye-bye.